All warfare is based on deception. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. In war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike at what is weak. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. The opportunity to secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near.
Oh, we're really going to start it. This will be the last time I spoke to. You don't want us to be heard.
Get his name and number. Get his name and number. Making threats.
That's going to be here even longer.
Where's your work card? So as always, the PSNI have graced us with their presence. The government, I know damn well, will be watching this as well. So I thought, why don't we take a wee bit of time and educate them today?
Folks, again, it's great to see a good turnout here. If you're all coming up, such a short response. My message is clear. This needs to keep going. Planning every Saturday, different locations of their housing these dangerous men. We need to be drawing attention to it. If both Protestants and Catholics come together, folks, we will win this. They had already planned a pandemic 201. They already have all their new vaccines, their mRNA, DNA changing vaccines they have. They have them lined up ready for us, folks. All this stuff that's going on here, all these people coming in, I refuse to call them migrants, folks. I call them soldiers. There's a reason the women aren't coming here, because it's known that us in Northern Ireland, once we're backed into a corner, we lash out. I am not calling for that. I advocate for peaceful methods and peaceful ways forward to get our remedy here, folks. But shit happens sometimes, and I can't control the whole country. And we have all these people that want to talk about the own paedophiles that live in this country, our own. Okay? Some of them work for Sinn Féin. Sinn Féin went out of their way to get them jobs working with children. The police, we know you have a difficult job, has to be done, but facilitate peaceful protests. We're not here for violence. We're here for peaceful protests, for our voices to be heard. Our politicians, you speak to your councillor, nothing we can do. You speak to an MLA, nothing we can do. But we speak to an MP, still nothing we do. Then what is the fucking point?
Oh, Stevie, you're doing all right, son.
It's not the far right that's running about stalking our children. It's illegal immigrants. Yeah. It's not the far right that's running about our streets, stabbing our youngsters. It's illegal immigrants.
Stay still, Stevie.
This is your favourite bit. 80% of the people on the N.I.5 watch list are Islamists, potential jihadis, These are the lawful ones I talk about getting removed from this country in the petition. A lot of people got confused, but the lawful ones, the legal ones, yeah, they may be here legally. It does not mean they don't hate us. It does not mean they are not sitting in the shadows waiting for the call.
They can't guarantee, because they're not vetting, they're not doing anything. They can't guarantee these people are all good. And we can prove that through the incidents that has happened in our country. So why the hell will they continue bringing them in?
Jerry's brother, you. And no doubt Jerry and you too, folks. Now listen, I'm not just out having to go at Sinn Féin here, because they're all complicit. All the political parties, the DUPs, the SDLPs, the Ulster Unionists in particular, don't court change coat from the days of Edward Carson anyway. That's for sure.
Come on then.
Folks, we've seen it all down south. The HMOs, the IPAS centres are getting erected and put up beside nurseries, beside young girls' schools. The incidents are happening on a daily basis. The Shankill Road, for a start, 4 incidents in the last 3 nights alone, ranging from women being verbally abused to children being stalked in a park, folks. This is not acceptable.
Never fear or be afraid of being portrayed something which we are not. We're here to protect our children, protect your heritage. That's it. Thank you all for coming.
Just a wee bit of reflection on what Ken was saying there about these socialist parties and Antifa in particular. They're all communists. They support communism. They're trying to bring communism onto the streets by calling us fascists, racist, far right. Okay, now, Antifa was started back in the 1930s by a guy called Ernst Holman. And believe it or not, this guy was none other than the leader of a communist party in Germany. And this is the guy that started up the Antifa movement. Obviously, they opposed the Nazis in their own country.
What is the primary duty of the police? In my layman's opinion, it is to serve and protect the community, to prosecute and also to prevent crime. Second one is to us. What are we about? And what are we trying to achieve? We are concerned parents and citizens who are trying to keep our streets safe and protect our women and children. So in this context, the police and us are congruent. We are fighting the same battle, and if we achieve what we're setting out to do, the crime rate will drop, and in turn, that'll make their job easier. I promise you guys, we are not alone here in our thinking, because if we are picking up on how things have changed in recent years and how unsafe it is on the streets these days, then so too is the very same thing being reflected in their crime stats. In particular, in respect to the disproportionate representation of this demographic. And without a doubt, there are conversations being had amongst them, be it in the corridors of power or privately whilst on the beat. I'd say they are scratching their heads and thinking, how are we going to cope in the future if this shit show continues at the rate that it is? Here's another question. Why do the vast majority of non-Western world leaders rule with an iron dictatorial fascist-like fist? It's because they know what our politicians don't. They know the good to bad ratio amongst their own people is off kilter. And we're the ones who are being called fascist. No, we are not. We are just wanted back to the way it was. So do our consequences. The guys in their country, they get consequences. Boom! Their hands off if they steal. Stoned. They come here, no consequences. They just keep getting away with it, over and over. And that has to stop. There's a new sheriff in town, and that's fucking us!
Charlie.
Yous make the decision now. And we're going to do it like those criminal gangs from Westminster do it. So, it's this. Two options. It's a yay or it's a nay. The proposal is next Saturday, 10 square. All those on All those on the nay side? Take you back down that bar, Right, folks, again, great turnout, brilliant, love to see it. Protestants, Catholics, this is our call. This is our thing, folks. There's many, many more of us than there is them.
Yes.
Hey, folks, this is the bro Sean. Picked him up, brought him up myself. He's a few words to say. How you doing, guys? Hope everybody's doing well today. Now, I know most of the people, not all of the people standing here, knew that COVID was a hoax. Now, the reason why I'm bringing it back to COVID is because what they were trying to do, they were trying to get everybody vaccinated. We all know that it was a decompilation program. Now, what they did was they says it's okay if you don't want to wear a mask. And then they said it's okay if you don't want to take a vaccine. But when they bring out their next pandemic, that's what these boys are for. Because when people come out and protest on the streets and our own PSNI can't handle it, and they're not going to beat their own people, they put their buttons down. That's what this army is for. Yep. That's what it's for. So going forward, I agree with Stephen. The only way that we're going to do this is by protesting regularly, frequently, and keeping it consistent and peaceful. But getting our message across. We do not want fighting age men in this country, north or south. Now, I'm originally from Dublin, and I'm sure you understand and seen what was happening in Coolock. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Okay. And then people put a quick stop to that. That's what we need to do here now. Okay. Because numbers don't matter. As Stephen said, it's not bits of paper. It's not lobbying the government. And this, they're not listening. The government is in on the gag. All of them. All of the politicians are in on the gag. That's why they were telling us to wear masks when COVID was here. That's why they were saying you should take your vaccines. Now they're saying you should just accept what's happening. Nah, not happening. That's all I have to say.
Watch on!
I'm CJ Honestly. I done a wee video on this here through the week here. It's online here. Just to be shooting here, the guy in England. If you want to go on to YouTube and check out Ashton Key. He was a subcontractor, so he was staying in a hotel, and he's in depth behind the scenes of what goes on in these hotels, how they're living, how they're getting their washing done, how they're getting 4 days a day. So folks, please go to Ashton Knight on YouTube and watch how these people really live. Alright folks, thank you. Folks, I'm just going to leave you with this here. United we stand, divided we fall. Northern Ireland says no.
I will fight for you. I always do until my heart is black and blue. And I will stay with you. We'll make it to the other side like lovers do. I'll reach smile.